Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming here. Lalita, there she is. Oh. So, for the new people that may be coming on here, getting a few here and there every day. Hey, Robert Stevens. So, we're doing this thing called chanting. We've been doing it for years, and it just lifts your consciousness. This mantra lifts your consciousness into deeper states of understanding, deeper states of awareness what life is really about. And then we have these wonderful shastras, they called, from Vedas, very deep knowledge that people also who wrote these books had very deep realizations and revelations. And we begin to be able to partake of that kind of special knowledge, which gives us insight into the deeper truths about life and actually sets us free from our miseries, first of all, problems, bad thinking. You become more clear. And ecstatic, rapturous feelings, like we read about that the saints, when they go in prayer, they would feel these communions with God and truth and their God. And so that can begin to awaken very quickly in people. Especially, this is what's called a disciplic succession. And we're passing this knowledge down. And we're passing not only the knowledge, but the spark, which is this ananda, this ecstasy, And so when you chant, it makes you very happy very quickly. No matter what's going on in the world, and that doesn't affect you when you're lifted into this consciousness. Yeah, it's very wonderful, and we're passing this on. We're passing this to you, who happen to come across this video. So if you just chant with us for a while, stay for a week or two or three or 30 days, if you can do it, and see the benefits of this chanting, which are, you will not, it's free, it's not costing you anything, and you won't be disappointed. And you'll see this lovely lady here, she'll probably have these extraordinary looks on her face of happiness and laughing and crying. And this is kind of a shaman trip. Oh yeah, and there's another lady here. There she is, party girl. Okay, thank you for coming, everybody. So no more further ado. Where's my beat bag? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We'll chant a few different mantras here. Let's start with this one, first one here. This mantra opens you up to the second mantra we'll chant. It's called Panchatattva. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Oh, and very important, I forgot. If you just want to increase your fun with your chanting, you get one of these balls and you can bounce while you're chanting. It's good for the lymphatic system. It gives it exercise. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Ooh, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. People should just chant because of how fun it gets. Oh, it is amazing, man. This is talk about entertainment, man. You just open your mouth and chant these mantras, and you're just totally entertained with some higher entertainment, entertainment of the demigods. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. See, Krishna is the original entertainer. Entertainer. He's very, very interesting to look at. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. You're looking through the ear. See, you're looking through the ear. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Why don't you come up here, Janardhan, and show him how it's done? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the same as Hare Krishna, Radha Krishna. He was a combined form, and he taught us how to worship in this ecstasy. Just 550 years ago, Sri Krishna Chaitanya was his name. He was a sannyasi, but many considered him a God incarnate. Amazing. Chanting his name just brings it on very easily. This consciousness, this state, this ecstatic mood, this revelation. It's amazing. Hare Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Another good thing is mucus comes up a lot in it. You blow your nose and you don't need a cold anymore. Colds are uncomfortable. This is blissful. You just blow your nose, get your body clean, everything. It's just amazing, man. Chanting does all in one solution. I haven't had a cold in a long time. It's a long time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Lord Caitanya, he would blow his nose a lot. And matter of fact, he had to have a servant there to hold the handkerchief. It was his service, is to hold the handkerchief because the mucus was coming. And I won't accept anybody that has the full mercy of Lord Caitanya until they blow their nose. I mean, to be honest with you, because you can't imitate this symptom. You can't do it. You can't drum up the mucus. If you're in the real line, you'll have the symptoms, Lord Caitanya. You'll laugh, you'll cry when you're. He came and he brought this chanting of this worship. It was so intimate, so ecstatic, so different. Very unique. Very few people there on the planet. It was only Madhavendra Puri and his real disciples. He had some false disciples, just like we have some. They're not real followers yet. They will be. And then Ishwar Puri, his disciple, and his real followers. Not all were real, but or real being, they're purified, and they can real being, man, you're real, man. This is real. This is reality. That's real. Okay, if you're not that, then you're not quite real yet. And a lot of people that are not quite real, they pretend to be heads of this line. See, until you get the mercy of Lord Caitanya, which is his this what he came to bring, this ecstatic chanting, you're not quite real yet. Yeah. You're not a real what they call devotee of the Lord. You're not married to God yet. Okay? You're not a natural devotee, as this one devotee was saying. Natural, naturally ecstatic. You call the Lord comes, like a little puppy dog. Ooh, that's offensive. Well, it's just intimate. That's all. We all want control, don't we, inside? So I decided, well, we got this propensity to control. So what is the best thing to control? How about God? But how can I do that? That seems like an impossible thing. So I ask good questions. That's it. If you have good questions, you get good answers eventually. Well, how can I control God? And I look at the Vedas. It says only by bhakti, only by love. Oh, so I have to get this love. Yeah. How do I do it? Well, wait a second. All I know is I just chant this mantra and this love awakens automatically, but it's not happening for most people. Eh? So, if you bring it through from another life, then it very easily awakens. Just like now, very easily awakens in my disciples who didn't have it strong before or at all. Some of them. So it's going to easily awaken in their future existences. What you bind on earth, Jesus taught, you bind in spirit. So you bind devotion, you bind God here. See, that's why God comes, is so we can get to know him and bond with him, forever. This is a forever bond. This is not this, you bond with your dogs and your cats. Your goldfish. You bond with your goldfish, or any other material object, persons, places, or things. And then you so much love those things that you're at the time of death, you're thinking about your goldfish. Oh, what my little goldfish? What's my goldfish going to do when I'm gone? And boom, you're into a goldfish body because of what you believe, what you meditate on. See, but this is so attractive because it bonds you to it makes you think about God. You just have because it gives you so much pleasure and happiness to have that association with Him in His name and His pastimes like this. And so, at the time of death, you're most apt to be thinking about the Lord, and then you just basically stay as you are, a devotee of that Lord, and you have a spiritual body more manifest, man. You just go wherever you want to go, like Narada Muni, this great, great bhakti spaceman, goes anywhere. Even Elon Musk can't keep up with Narada Muni. He goes, Mars? Oh, that's easy for him. He doesn't need to build a big mechanical ship or anything. It's his consciousness. See, we're you guys can go to Mars if you want easily once you're freed from the body, no problem. You go to all destinations. Oh man, anywhere. Okay? So that's the point. If you want control, why not control God? But you need this bhakti, and hey man, that's what we're here. Hey man, we're here to give you control over the Lord, man. Just come get this bhakti. He's feeling the Lord. I just announcing His mercy. My Lord is saying He wants the world to know. He wants everybody. He's feeling very merciful and very magnanimous and very, generous. And He just wants to give anybody. You come here and hang out here with these nice devotees, make friends with them and chant with us, become part of this family. And He wants to very easily give Himself. This is how He does. This is announcement. Attention, world, universe. Come here, get this bhakti. It's beautiful, man. You'll be self-realized. The Lord will come when He calls, and you'll be very happy. Complete satisfaction. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare. There's a statement in the Vedas, a beautiful statement. Krishnadas Kaviraj, who wrote Chaitanya Charitamrita, said, "If Radha and Krishna did not descend to this world, it would be completely useless." Now that's a statement. Can you imagine? Who understands such things? Okay. Only a person who calls Radha and Krishna again now in 2022. Okay. And they come in their form and their names, close, very intimate and close, and show that person, that devotee, who becomes naturally a devotee, very devoted, because they're very attractive, all attractive couple. Then you know, wow, without you guys here, without me calling you and you coming here, it would be useless here. Nobody knows that. See, now you know that. You get all that from chanting. You realize the Lord comes here, and you realize without this love of God, see, love of Krishna, which is embodied in the name, it's useless. The world is like, well, you live in vain, more or less. It's like people are living, and they have no understanding that life is all about this, because this gives you everything. Everything. Freedom from the cycle of birth and death. Oh, no problem, man. No more, you're not attracted back to this world because you're attracted to the spirit. See, you're attracted to what's related to the spirit. That's your new family. See, we got that family here, man, practically. This is a new Vrindavan. Anybody coming here, part of this family, very fortunate, because there's these ecstatic devotees who call the Lord and the Lord comes to them. He's given himself to them. Oh, these two right in front of your face, man. The Lord, can you tell? I mean, all you exalted souls, there's so many of these very intelligent persons out there in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line. Can you tell the Lord has given, has the Lord revealed to you the essence of truth? Can you tell how important these devotees are, where the Lord has given himself and they have the symptoms of that in them? The symptoms of Lord being so close and intimate with them that they cry, they laugh, all the feelings the Lord has, they manifest because of that kind of intimacy. Or you just depending on how straight your dhoti is, how straight your tilak is, and how many strands of neck beads you have on. Or are you more concerned with the deeper thing yet? See, if you come here, you'll be concerned with the more deeper thing. That's what I find. I find even the Vaishnava is not very deep because their ecstasy is not very deep. They don't understand. It's all Bhagavad Gita 10:10, man. They don't even understand Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship the Lord with the deepest loving ecstasy, pure loving ecstasy and intimacy, to them they have the right understanding. So go to them and listen. To them, they have real knowledge. See, this all in the word for word and the translation. Go to them for real knowledge, right? Then you see clearly the path. Otherwise, if you don't have that, you're speculating, more or less. You're superficial. You need people who have deep revelation and realization. Like there's this big argument on the internet between these devotees. Big, and it's so, to me, like, wow, man, you're sweating the small stuff. Yeah, they're thinking, is it important to worship Prabhupada's body? Is it the same as his service or his body? Is it like? And so people, one devotee said, well, it's the same. And the one says, no, you got to worship the service is more important. And they got all these controversies, but missing the whole point. What is the essence? What's the deeper thing? Yeah. So the two devotees, okay, they're both worshiping the Murti of Prabhupada, right? One understands Prabhupada's meaning because Prabhupada wrote all these books, right? Why would he do that? He used his body to write these books. And what do these books convey? And what did he convey with his sound, with his words? Well, he conveyed a certain level of understanding, but not the full understanding with his words. But with his books, he conveyed the full understanding. Okay? So you got two people worshiping the Murti of Prabhupada. He's departed, right? He's here, but not, but you don't hear him now. Okay? So two people are worshiping his Murti. One person understands in his heart what the Prabhupada wrote and conveyed. Okay? And the other is a speculator, neophyte. He's also worshiping Prabhupada, right? He's worshiping the Murti, maybe worshiping the books too. So one is understanding the meaning conveyed by Prabhupada's sound vibration and books. And the other is speculate because they're not doing it. So what is more important? Which thing? Is it just the idea just to worship the Murti or the service? Or is it more important to find that person now, because Prabhupada is not speaking per se, he's speaking what he spoke, or find that person now who may or may not be worshiping the Murti, but is worshiping the understanding of Prabhupada, is worshiping the real deeper knowledge of Prabhupada that Prabhupada had. Because why? He had the ecstasy, right? We know that. Now, is it better to go and worship actually maybe that person who really understands Prabhupada, or just go and face that person and give respect, even a little respect? How about and listen to that person? Or should you go to the persons who are worshiping the Murti or the books, but don't understand the heart of Prabhupada because they don't have that ecstasy? What is the better thing to do? They're sweating the small stuff. They don't understand that. Hey man, go to the person who understands the mind of Prabhupada, the deep knowledge of Prabhupada and the heart of Prabhupada. They have the same ecstatic devotion. You're better off than fighting over, this superficial idea and that superficial idea that you're holding. This is why people make advancement here look at you guys, just housewives, a lady hooked on a machine, dialysis for 35 years. Nothing special about you guys, but you're coming to somebody here and you're getting this result. Well, what's that telling you? Is it better to go, well, no, let's fight over what Prabhupada wrote and how to get this Krishna consciousness going? Let's be a Ritvik, even though we don't understand clearly Prabhupada, because our devotion has not awakened, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Or let's go to the living gurus whose devotion hasn't been awakened and listen to them. Or how about listening to somebody who has that bhakti and has that deeper understanding and proves it? See? Proves it, shows you they know more than you. Are you really humble? People think you got to be humble, Prabhu Goharidas. You got to be humble. You're not very humble. And I say humble is you guys are so puffed up, because if real humility is tested, if you hear a knowledge that is deeper than what you understand, true humility is you'll accept. You think, very good. Oh wow, this is so deep. This person must have real deep bhakti. He must be blessed by Lord Caitanya's mercy. He really understands more than me. Now that's humility. Otherwise, it's just feigned. It's just a show. Oh, this is, yeah. Don't give me this show bottle stuff, show bottle humility. I want to see real humility. I want to see anybody that has a deeper understanding of Radha and Krishna than this. And then I'll pay homage to that. I'll worship that person. I'll kiss their feet. But prove it first. I haven't seen anybody prove it yet. Deeper understanding, deeper ecstasy. Deeper ecstasy means deeper understanding. See, these people, why don't they think like this? Why are they fighting over trifles? This is the essence. Find the person who represents the line, man. who understands the heart of Prabhupada and where this is all going, instead of fighting over trifles, man. That's why you guys make advancement, because you come here and you listen, and these guys are fighting over trifles, even though they've been in Krishna consciousness their whole lives. You're getting the deeper result because you came to somebody who understands Prabhupada's heart and understands Prabhupada's knowledge because of the ecstasy that we show here every day, how important it is. And nobody seems to know. They're all interested in the superficial speculations they have about Prabhupada's books and knowledge that he brought. No deep bhakti, no real understanding, not really. You need shiksha. You need to go to the devotee who has deep ecstatic love for Krishna. They have the real understanding, nobody else. That's the only reason why some of you understand me, because of you become ecstatic devotees. Otherwise, without some ecstasy, you can't understand this. You'll be too trying to, let's see, let me think of an argument to defeat Gohari Das, because I must be victorious in an argument. See, that's the false ego. They want to be victorious. They want to be on top. They want to be top dog instead of letting the truth be top dog. See, that's a devotee. No, let the truth set us free. I come here to be set free every day, more and more truth. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead there.
It's like when Krishna decided to expand himself from one to two and then many. It's like you have done that. You have been here one by yourself, and you have made more of yourself with us as well. It's just like another remake of what Krishna did. That is what you have brought here now, Maharaj. So proud to and so happy to be part of this. You have made it from the one to many. That is what Krishna did. You have brought it through. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not like a rubber stamp or carbon copy or cookie cutter thing. You just become your natural relationship with Krishna. That's what it's all about. And that's why everybody's different here. You see, everybody, you're all ecstatic, or on your way to be, right? And you're all ecstatic, and you got your unique relationship. And that's real. It's like, here's one jewel, here's another jewel. I mean, there's nobody that I've seen on the planet that is actually empowered to do what we're doing, making jewels, and everybody is a facet, of that one jewel shining here in the world. And it's Krishna. See, we're all connected to that sun, and we're rays in the world. See, and so we're just lighting the rays, just light, like candles that are not lit. You just go and you have the match, and you light this candle, and you notice it gets brighter and brighter in the room. The more candles that are lit, that's why this is getting brighter and brighter. People are seeing more candles are being lit as a beautiful experience. People starting to see the value of this bhakti, value of our preaching, aren't they? Look, I got 17 people now. This is, how many years I preached to an empty camera? And I only did it because Prabhupada's order. And because it just, even for myself, it felt really good, just to talk about Krishna in ecstasy and chant in ecstasy. I thought, well, hey man, this is the best experience I can find. People, one person or no persons. Now people are staying because they're getting it. They're realizing, wow, this is valuable. That's the witness testimony. It's always done like this. Jesus sounded really crazy, back when he was preaching, but he had a real message from God. And he just stood steadfast and preached it, man. And you know what happens? Whoever did come, they became saints, and they testified, no, Jesus was from God with a great message. And they became steadfast because they were witnesses, just like now. I'm staying steadfast now because this is a message from the Lord. It's very wonderful. It changes lives. I tell people now, I say, hey man, come here. It can change your life. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It depends on the word. This is the word, the sound vibration. Does it fall on fertile soil, or are you just one of those guys that you listen and then you're just attracted to other things in the world, or are you a person that like, I really want truth, man. I really want to know God or whatever that is, or I really want to be happy, and I'll stick it out for a little bit, and I'll really listen and try to learn. You ever see good students like that? They really want to learn, and they learn. See, yeah, and so we get sense, and those here, you be this. The Lord gives Himself more and more to you, and you're very happy about that, and you'll stay like this forever. Forever chanting the Lord's name, forever calling Him and Him coming, and you'll dance with the Lord. This is the rasa dance here, practically shown. If you don't show this, what kind of Vrindavan are you? What kind of real guru are you, really? Nothing really of high quality. High quality is a rasa dance, man. Can we see that you're dancing with Krishna, with Ras? Another thing, they're all fighting over, is this Rupa Nuga or Raga Nuga? Oh, we're Rupa Nugas. Yeah, well, where's the Rupa Nuga? Where's that Nuga, man? Where's that nugget of gold, of this ecstatic worship? Where's that? You know, they're all fighting over the externals. Well, we're Rupa Nuga, we're Raga Nuga. What's the difference? Oh, you don't know what you do. But nobody's got the Rupa Nuga, the energy. See, the rasa dance. When you connect and commune with Krishna, you start dancing. You do your dance, whatever that is. It could be a nice class. It could be crying, laughing. All of that's a rasa dance. The rasa is dancing because of the communion between your soul and the supreme soul. See, you're united again. See? And then now you found what is truth. What is the essence of truth? Is this relationship. And then you're in the rasa dance now. You're in that circle of devotees in the rasa dance. You notice a circle. It's a circle of devotees. Even the American Indies, they sit in a circle. You see, we're in their circle of relations with the Great Spirit. See, this is a circle here. Circle of devotees. We're in the circle. You want to come into the circle, or you want to stay in the circus out there? It's a circus out there. You got all these crazy people doing crazy things, trying to dominate the whole world, trying to, control all these bodies and minds, put all their time and energy to do these stupid things. It's a circus, man. Or do you want to be the circle of those who know the truth? Hey, it's your choice, everybody. Or you want to be in the circle of those on the outside of the circle. They're in Vaidhi Bhakti, fighting over, trying to be victorious in their speculations. Yeah. Here you become victorious over the real Krishna. God becomes the prime importance in your life. Just this relationship, one pointed worship automatically, easily. People talk about one pointed worship and they're trying to force themselves into it. Hey, better come here and you'll learn how to ease into one pointed worship. We just ease you into it. You just kind of melt into one point. The Lord comes so close, and when you see the Lord, not through here, you see Him, you get purified so you can perceive the Lord. See, He becomes so attractive, and you just ease into one pointed worship. No other gods or goddesses or speculations or charismatic people. Yeah, because topmost, man, the all attractive couple. What's beyond them? Tell me. Why are they called the all attractive couple? You got to realize that. Hey, man, you got to. That's your witness. Hey, yeah, Radha and Krishna, all attractive couple. Nothing you need. So all you need is Lord Caitanya to get there. That's it, man. The all attractive came in the form of Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya to teach us how to easily get this. Which we just Just follow in his footsteps and teach what he taught. That's all. The whole thing is just to teach what he taught. That's all we do here. Just teach what he taught. He's the guru of the universe. Don't think I'm just coming up, drumming up this stuff here on my own speculations. No, no. This I just tell you what he taught. You can all check this. He said, I'm going to fold the devotees, man, because they know Krishna. I'm going to get to know Krishna because they know Krishna, and that is the only reason I'm going to get to know Krishna. It's because they know Krishna. I'm going to serve them. I'm going to be close to them. I'm going to become friends with the real devotees who know Krishna. And that's all I tell you. The same pure and simple message. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. Well, we got some pretty people looking pretty good with devotion to Krishna. So good that these Vaishnavas can't even believe it. No, no way. Our gurus, like Narayan Raj and all, oh, they said many lifetimes before they can get the prema that you have. Therefore, it can't be real. Even though that your prema is in accordance with the books, what they preach. A devotee who is in love of Krishna, chapter 23 of Madhya Lila. Sometimes they laugh, sometimes they cry. You see that in River and Lalita and Johan? And they choke up and they, just have all these extraordinary symptoms, tears pouring out of their eyes, blowing their noses. So what is the problem? Now we still can't believe it because our gurus. Well, maybe it's time for you to get a new guru. It's all right, isn't it? Isn't it? It's all right to have Shiksha Guru. Okay, your guru brought you that far, but how you want to perfect your bhakti? Come here. Yeah, we'll get you blowing your nose, tears pouring out of your eyes. If it should be easy for you guys. You spent 20 years in Vaidhi, or you're talking Raganuga without the nugget. The nugget of devotion to Krishna. Your raga, you come here and we'll make you forget about raga nuga. We'll make you raga nugget, raga nugget. You'll have the gold, man. So we're raga nuggets here. We got gold nuggets. So come here and get the raga nugget. Forget the raga nuga. That's people don't even know what that is. Come here and get the raga nugget, the gold nuggets. Every day we get gold nuggets here. So we're raga nuggets. You guys can be raga nugas without knowing what raga nuga is, and we'll be raga nuggets, getting the gold every day. Fighting over raga nuga. Are you raga rupa nuga or raga nuga? No, we're raga nuggets, man. We got nothing but nuggets to give you, man, every day. I listen to my own classes; they're so good. Just like Prabhupada read his own books. That's how this line is, man. The devotees who are empowered by Krishna, they either write the books with great happiness and even read their own books in great happiness, or they speak those transcendental books in great happiness and even listen to them again, their own preaching, just like Prabhupada read his own books. I listen to my own preaching. I love it, just like you love it. Why? Because it's empowered, man. Why wouldn't I love what's coming out of this mouth? If I don't, why should you love it? People don't know what real bhakti is. Wherever you see it, even if it's coming in your own person, you're attracted. What do you think chanting the name is? You're listening to your own voice and becoming ecstatic. What's that telling you? Oh, that's okay. See, same thing, because the Lord is using you to awaken you and others. See, that's why Lord Caitanya came. He came to relish bhakti and at the same time to preach it like that. See? Simultaneously, the Acharya arose, Nityananda, and Lord Caitanya on the horizon of it. Simultaneously, it has to be done again. Simultaneously, you have to see the Acharya arise and Krishna arise. Krishna is the real conception of Krishna, which only arises when the real Acharya arises. And those who are serious, those who are sincere, they think, whoa, man, here it is again. Yeah, that's why you got to get purified. It's not so easy to see what's going on here, is it? Okay? This is what people should be thinking. Where is Krishna and the Acharya rose? Because they arise simultaneously. See, the devotee who is the real spiritual master of the world, which is basically, they're just bringing forth the real Lord Caitanya, who is the spiritual master of the world. They know their position. I'm here just to bring forth what Lord Caitanya brought forth as it is. Because if you get that, and I'm not just throwing a bunch of rules at you with this voice, because you'll follow whatever I say. If I was sitting there preaching rules, regulations, and ceremonies, that's what you would be doing. Whatever a great man does, common men follow. Isn't that Bhagavad Gita? But also, whatever a great man does, common men follow, right? You commoners out there are becoming uncommon, right? Because what's being the example here, what you see here and what you hear preached here, see, is spontaneous devotion. See, common men are following. And that when common men follow this, what happens? You become uncommon. What a great path, huh? Okay? You're still pretty common. You could follow, you could see, go look at Prabhupada's disciples, pretty common still. I mean, okay, they're following Vaidhi and they're doing rules and ceremony. Okay, very nice, but pretty common, right? They've been doing rules and regulations for eons in all kinds of religions and ceremonies, right? External worship. But where do you see this bhakti? This is uncommon, man. Uncommon ecstasy. See? So, yeah, so common men follow this path at this end, and they become uncommon. Oh, uncommon. Boy, you have uncommon behavior, Lalita and River. You don't just see everybody going walking down the street like that. Do you want this uncommon behavior? Well, it looks kind of weird to me. You're crying and laughing. I don't know, it's weird. Well, let me just tell you, people out there, some of the perks of this. You become more intelligent than anybody in this planet, the essence, because of this ecstatic worship, and you prove it. You prove it so much. I've proved it so much here in this preaching. It's so deep that most people can't understand it unless they go through the purification and hear the Sabda Brahman, the word, the transcendental word, long enough. Then they start to appreciate it. You become more happy than anybody else on this planet unless they're also like this, worshiping the transcendental sound, making them ecstatic and anybody else who comes into this energy. These guys are fighting over trifles when all that you have to do, you come into this energy, you'll become an ecstatic devotee, and then aha, you'll have the aha. This is what Krishna consciousness was all about all along. And I spent 40 years thinking it was something about to do with rules and regulations and ceremonies and worshiping the murtis, and fighting over trifles. And it was all about becoming an ecstatic devotee by being around ecstatic devotees. Wow, my life is perfect. I open my mouth and I become ecstatic because God comes. I can control God because bhakti has awakened in my heart. Wow, I never knew that. And you will never know that unless you come here and listen. I just said what is. In 40 years, you gurus out there, even you big sannyasis and big gurus with big followings, you don't know what I just said. And you'd have to come here for a while before you could know. Because your mind's probably been spinning from Trinavarta. So it has to slow down a little bit. You got to hear some attractive preaching. Like we almost slowed down Nina's mind, It was slowing down and she'd become really ecstatic. And then it started to speed up again for whatever reason. And then she's gone out there and it's kind of speeding up again. She was looking good before, I think she'll come back. She's probably watching from the sidelines. Hint, hint, hint. Come here, we'll slow that mind down. All you need is just to relish each word, each name, calling the Lord just as you're like feeling like, I want you, Lord. Without you, I got nothing, man. So what is this logical? What is that? What's he meaning there? Amy Rose. The process here of coming regularly and listening attentively really does ease one into the one pointed worship. Nothing is forced. That's right. Isn't that amazing? This is why people can't believe it. They think they got to force their way into the kingdom. See, by force, I'm going to chant one lakh. You guys, there are people, just to use groups, I don't mean any offense, really, just how you got to compare apples and oranges to understand how powerful it is here. People were in the Narayan Raj group. I was in there for a year and a half. I was looking around for 40, 20, 30, 40, sometimes 50 years now with him. Okay? You guys are just coming, and they're all talking about one pointed worship, and you got to get to that point. And they're trying to force themselves into it by their austerities, by their not shaving on Chaturmas, and all they're trying. It's a little bit like those persons going around Govardhan with the rocks. They're carrying a big bag of rocks, and they put one in front of them, and it's raining, and pouring down rain, and they got no place to stay, you know, no clean water, and probably getting sick, and they say, "Look, you see how sincere I am, Lord." They put the rock in front of them. I was watching these guys. If I would, I was, God, if they could just understand, all they have to do is come here and hang out with an empowered person with this real knowledge, and they can give up all those rocks that they're carrying. It's the same thing. People doing all these austerities, all this hard worship. If they knew, all they'd have to do is come here, and you would ease into one pointed worship, because the Lord He says He's given this. This is His. I'm just telling you what He said. If you're a real devotee, this applies to you. If you have real pure bhakti on a very deep level, this applies to you. Oh, you love me. See, a person who really loves Radha and Krishna and Lord Caitanya, you love me. Therefore, you can give this Krishna, or he called it, sell it at any price. So there's a bit of a sale here. People say, "Well, you just give it." No, will you just give? Yeah. Well, we would like to just give it, but I think we got to charge you for it, and the charge is very low. All you have to do is turn the friggin' camera on regularly. Turn the friggin' camera on. Watch even the replay if you can't catch the live. So there's the price. Is that too hard to pay? Or do you want to pay thousands and millions of dollars serving people in illusion? Do you want to serve gurus who haven't realized love of Krishna yet your whole life? You rather do that and pay all those hundreds of dollars? You got to even pay for Brahmin initiation in some places now in ISKCON. And it's expensive, it ain't cheap. Or you want to come here and pay the price of turning on your camera regularly and watching these devotees, making friends with these. Oh yeah, put a little effort. How about write these nice devotees a message? If you have a problem, talk to them. Don't talk to me. I get too many people coming now. So talk to my disciples. That's their seva for me, to help others out. If you want to talk to me personally, you better become part of this family. That I don't go with these people who want to jump. I don't like jumpers. See, nobody, you don't jump in this line here. You come through the ranks. Right? Isn't that the way it is? You want to know the president, you come through the friend of the president. That's how it always worked like that. You try to go directly, the Secret Service will come and throw you in jail. Don't they do that? You think it's any different here? So I help you. I help people. Some people they call me on the like they never even come. They never even care about where, but they want to call me. And I said, "What, you want to call me? Who the hell are you? Never come to the classes? And you won't even follow what I say? Come and meet my devotees and friends and disciples and learn what's going on here? And you want to call me direct? Get out of here, you little fly." People think, "God, you're not very compassionate." The Mota Goody Two Shoes are like this. "Oh, you don't know what compassion is. This is compassion. It's called truth." Man, you I'm not here to kiss ass, man. I'm here to kick ass. I can't believe I said that. It's true. I'm here to kick this modi goody two shoes thing, you etiquettes and stuff. Don't give me your etiquettes. Come here, you follow the real truth, and the truth will set you free. See, you follow what I say, then you'll set you free. A devotee is always humble. He's not humble. Yeah, a devotee is very humble. Sometimes he's in that mood. And a devotee is also what? Very truthful. How does that show up? Well, come here. We'll show you how the truth shows up. Well, what is a deeper truth than etiquettes of the mode of goodness? Well, you come here. We'll show you what that is. Otherwise, you won't know. You got all these persons feigning humility. You know, like Devananda Pandit? Yeah, I teach you what's in the real Leela here, man. You know, Devananda Pandit was humble. It says humble, but not humble enough, really. Not for Lord Chaitanya's standard. See, I just teach Lord Chaitanya's standard now. I got the order from Prabhupada. Teach the real standards, not the etiquette things. He wasn't humble enough, just like Radhanath wasn't humble enough. You know, he's humble. You know, oh, he's so humble and everything, but he wasn't humble enough. He was like a Devananda Pandit. That's why I speak. Call him out. Lord Chaitanya called out Devananda Pandit. He used his name. And you know what happened? Devananda Pandit became a pure devotee, just like maybe Radhanath can. Because you got to understand what his disciples of Devananda Pandit couldn't help him through this, and neither can the disciples of Radhanath or Jaipataka or any of them can help them through this. Only a kick-ass guru, man. Who's not afraid or a compromiser. See, you got to have the real standard. I'm here to teach Lord Chaitanya's standard, man. Yeah. You give respect to ecstatic devotees and ecstatic devotion. Devananda Pandit didn't. He threw Srivas, an ecstatic devotee, like Lalita Ganga, man, or like River. These devotees and some of the others here, they're ecstatic devotees. And people, gurus, are like Devananda Pandit, obstacle. They kick them out. They don't like this. They think they know better than an ecstatic devotee. See, that was Devananda Pandit. That was Radhanath. He did this. He said, Go Hari Das, you're not in the disciplic line. Well, I'm here to prove everything. That was wrong. He said this. I was sitting there, and my disciple left. And I'm going to get these guys back who leave. I don't like to let anything go. My Lord didn't. He doesn't either. It's the truth that'll set him free. What is this? You're a Devananda Pandit type. Is Gaur Hari Das? Everybody should ask the question. I'll tell the world. Is Gaur Hari Das in the real line of Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta? And if you don't think so, well, give us a chance, because every day I'm going to show up here as long as I can and prove it and prove it and prove it more until everybody gets where the real line is. You got to prove that you're in the real line. Impress my own students here. See? Otherwise, people die without being pure devotees. See, the Lord didn't. I have to do what he did. He called out a nice person. I can't say that these devotees, they may be sincere and nice and all that, but you got to be extraordinary and not on your own strength. You become extraordinary by coming to those who receive the real mercy of Lord Caitanya and acknowledging that. Then you become from a common Vaidhi neophyte guru, even, or neophyte follower of such gurus. You become uncommon, like these devotees here. You sacrifice your uncommonness, your commonness, to be uncommon. You get uncommon bhakti, uncommon revelation and realization, uncommon knowledge, uncommon happiness, uncommon purification. That's why you can, just by chanting, you get purified when the Lord comes. running. Oh, you came into the real line. You found a real devotee. You developed faith in a real devotee. Oh, I must come to you now because I promised I would do that. I promised as Lord Caitanya to come to those who come to my real devotees and believe in their preaching and cast aside anything else that is in the way of them, their preaching, the real message, the essence. The Lord will come to you. So he look, I just showed up, and Maria just a little, just like, wow, I really like that guy. And she invited me to her house. You ever hear Radhanath invite me to her house, his house, or Jaipataka to their temple or anything? But I go, I get an invite to the house. I want to tell you how powerful my Lord is, how magnanimous he is. Now he shows up at her house. He won't leave. Goes to the bathroom with her. That's how generous my Lord is, how great. Oh, you invite my devotee to your house. You all invited me to your house, and look what you got. Are you happy? But look at Jaipatakas and Radhanas. They didn't invite, they wanted to kick me out of Prabhupada's house. I'll show them my revenge. I'm going to get revenge. Oh, I don't give up revenge. My revenge is to make them drink bhakti, man. Make them pure devotees so they have they don't die without this great thing that we've got. We've got this great treasure to give to the world, man. And I don't want anybody leaving this planet without it, right, Amy? That's how I get revenge. It's called pure revenge, you know. See, what do you think? You give up any emotion in this world? No, it's pure anger, son. Pure kick ass, man. See, when you kick in the ass of the illusion surrenders. Oh, yeah, thank you. Very good. I've been waiting to get my ass kicked by somebody formidable. See? You got to be a real resident of Vrindavan. Didn't Prabhupada say that? The real spiritual master is a real resident of Vrindavan. I heard that. Somebody put that up there. Right? What does that mean? That means Sri Dam got cursed just to bless the world. Radharani, you get out, go become a demon in the material world. And then Shiva comes up. See, he's the one in charge of this prison. He's the devil you guys are talking about. He's Maya, but he's a intimate friend of the Lord. He's also a gopi, right? He has a gopi body, right? And this Sankachuta, who is Sridham in Vrindavan. See, he's a Vrindavan devotee, right? But he's cursed to be as a playful curse, just to bless the world. See, our conch shell comes from Sankachuta's bones. Considered pure because it comes from a pure devotee from Vrindavan, right? He takes over the whole universe. He became so powerful. And so the demigods come crying, this demon, he's very powerful. He come crying to, Shiva. No. They come crying to Brahma. Hey, take another. And then I think Brahma or somebody, or Vishnu, maybe cry to Vishnu. And then they said, well, go to Shiva and ask Shiva to do battle with Sankachuta. Okay? And then Shiva comes up to Sankachuta, and was it Sankachuta? Yeah, I guess that was his name. And he says, how can I do? You're Lord Shiva, man. You control the material universe, man. You put everybody in illusion. How can I fight with you? And Shiva, you know what he said? He said, what are you? Of course you're formal. You're a cowherd boy from Vrindavan. You certainly can fight with me. Okay? That's the real guru, man. They declare war on Maya for fun. I just do this for fun, for kicks. Just like Maya, for kicks. This is called shadow boxing. Practice. It ain't nothing. It ain't anything. Anybody coming here, if you just stick around, you'll be free from Maya easily. You'll ease in, like Rami, ask her. She's easing into one pointed worship. Yeah. The most important thing you can have in this thing, in this, is faith in this preaching. Because if you lose it, you lose everything. Vrindavan is this faith in this preaching, faith in this conception being preached here. You can check it all in the books. I don't want any blind believers. Just don't be lazy. Read, study what I say. You can read Chaitanya Bhagavat. You'll come across everything I say, because that's the power here. The power is in as it is, man. That was Prabhupada's power. He presented things as it is. He didn't speculate or anything. There's no need to, man. This is the higher thing, man. Just relish each word, man, with great love and promote the essential truth. It's very empowering. The Lord loves it. It pleases God. You get more power to do more of that. What do you think? Prabhupada came to me. His order was, "Hey, man, I have you. What you're preaching as my full approval, man. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. More of that." Very powerful order. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to complete that order, and it becomes complete today, and then more complete tomorrow or in the next afternoon, and then more complete. I never come to the end of that order. It's just deeper, deeper, deeper. 3 sentences, and my life will go on forever. And look at you. You guys are giving classes every day, too. I don't see Lalita stopping. She looks forward to giving class every day. Now, looking forward, it looks like to go on Sankirtan, too. She likes to sing for the homeless people. Everybody's homeless. You think people have homes here? The homeless people are usually closer to the kingdom of God because you can give them some hope and they might listen. They might appreciate. The ones that have the homes are in the illusion that their homes can protect them. It's like an ostrich that sticks their head in the sand. You ever seen that? And they think they're protected from their enemies. That's people that are proud in their money and their wealth and their big mansions. They think they're protected, but you're the most vulnerable of all. The ones that are more poor, they hear this message when the message comes to them more easily. See? But the proud, they think they're protected. They're like the ostrich. They stick their head in the sand and they think they're protected. No, your buildings are not going to protect it. Everything is going to be toppled down, including your body. Then what are you going to do? Well, then it's all finished. No, my friends, it's not finished, because everybody's got an immortal soul, whether you accept it or not. I don't believe in reincarnation. Doesn't matter. You're going to reincarnate, because that's the truth. I don't believe in your preaching, Gauri. I want to take many lifetimes before I attain freedom from birth and death. Well, you will take many lifetimes because you believe that. Because you don't believe this preaching. You come here, become an ecstatic devotee, and you're set free. You can check it in the book. Lord Brahma said, those who evince the symptoms of devotion, tears in the eyes. And I see many people with tears in their eyes here. Choking of the voice, hair standing on end, on and on and on. Blowing your nose, we can add that because that's in the scriptures. All these things. Uncommon symptoms. They are promoted in the kingdom of God. They do not take another birth. Even, this is also there, even though they're not interested in austerity. Right from Brahma's own words. Because I don't, austerity, a little bit sometimes, but not much. I just like to be natural. I just like naturally worshiping Krishna, naturally, one pointed naturally. Seeing Krishna everywhere, in movies now. I don't have to be any different. It's so powerful, Krishna. Wherever, whatever I need to, like work out in this universe, it's like a child, curious about this or that, you know, and the Lord is there. My Father is there, my friend, my well wisher. And in form of my disciples, my sons and daughters out there. I have to spank them sometimes. That's what being a guru is. Can you see Krishna as your disciple? Otherwise, you're not a real guru. See, I only get the best disciples. The people come here. The Lord knows. Oh, here's a jewel for you, man. You notice the ones who come here are really nice. Here's another jewel for Gora, because I know you only like jewels. You test all the others. You put on the scarecrow act. Rah! Ooh, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Let me go to Jaipataka and Radhanath. He's too scary. Rah! Yeah, I'm here to scare the crows away, man. Yeah, Vamsi Das used to do that. Vamsi Das, he used to put fish bones around his tent, and he would smoke 4 beaties in front of them, and these people would come, the Vites. Oh, look at this guy! He's got fish bones. He's a bad person. And they go away. And he only had 5 people in his tent who believed in him, believed in his idea, understanding, believed that he had real intimate relationship with Krishna. They stayed and they went back to Godhead. And the others, "Eh." Even Bhakti Siddhanta, he would tell his own disciples, and these are the ones you guys are worshiping out there probably still. They don't change fast. You go there, give them these gifts. See, Bhakti Siddhanta wasn't looking, oh, do you smoke 4 beaties? Oh, you put fish bones. You eat this or don't eat that. He said, this guy has the symptoms of a saint. He's an ecstatic devotee, very uncommon. Go give him some gifts. I want to give him some gifts. But just drop it off the tent. Don't look at what's going on in the tent. Don't even look at him because you'll become offensive. Because you're a Vaidhi Bhakta. You're puffed up and all that. And I'm here, to do this tough job here with tough persons, with hard hearts. So just drop these gifts off. Don't even look. Just drop it off at the front of the and get out of there as fast as you can. But now it's time not to do that trick, that thing. No, it's time to expose real bhakti here. And it's part of the Leela. Yeah, fight with us. You know, fight, come here, fight, give your concepts over here. Let's have a duel, man. You give me your understanding, I'll give you mine. Let's see what let's see what happens. Let's see who wins. See? Well, we'll get you to the point where you see, let the truth set us free, not the false ego of trying to be, even though I'm a stupid ignoramus, trying to show that I'm smarter than you because I'm in false ego. I have this identity that it's all about being bigger, better, and more, survival of the fittest, whoever can be the most aggressive. You ever see these aggressive guys? You give a nice conception on the Facebook or something, like a barking dog, man. And they think, well, if I'm the most aggressive, then I'll scare them away. And they don't scare me away, man. It's like a lion, man. There's the lion and the little pussy cat. Anuga, follower. Is this logical? Let's see what else we got here. Once you experience, then you will know yourself and will experience here. Yeah, I mean, if you want, you got to come here regularly. Otherwise, a lot of these, it's so ridiculous. Like if you're preaching it, like here or something, and people they come for a minute, and they make snap judgment. They think, oh, I know all about this. See, they go away. Or I write something, and people they make snap judgment on it. Oh, go on, you're sahaja. Oh, well, why don't you want? take the time to come and see these devotees? Can't you see the witnesses? No, no, I just want to make my snap jump Jim because I want to look like I'm important. That's an illusion. Don't make come here. Putting things on Facebook. Come here, give this a chance. Come look at the witnesses. Come see why is this fool Gaur Haridas, who you consider a fool, why is he inspiring these people? Why are they having uncommon ecstasy? See, does a bad tree produce transcendental fruit? See, people in Maya, they don't know. That's why this preaching is people will get liberated when they realize they've been outdone. They cannot compete with this knowledge coming through here because it comes because of bhakti. It's a real bhakti vedanta. You know, like a person can say, "Who gave you that title, bhakti vedanta?" I mean, I could say, "Well, my disciples gave it," but who gives that the title? Well, obviously, bhakti gives that title because no bhakti, no real vedanta. I don't need my disciples to give me a title. What I need is bhakti. Otherwise, there'll be no title here. See, it'll be a false, a show. And that's what we got in Krishna consciousness. People have their titles without the bhakti. You notice bhakti comes first, then Vedanta. Why doesn't it say Vedanta Bhakti? Why don't we say that? Vedanta Bhakti. Why do we say Bhakti Vedanta? Why do we say Hare Krishna, which represents devotion to Krishna, first? Why don't we say Krishna Hare? Everything is as it is, man. There's a reason for the order. No bhakti, no real Vedanta. And people forgotten that. Well, I'm here to call everybody's attention to the truth again. The pure and simple truth, the logical truth. The Lord has given me all this because of this, whatever this is in my heart. And I conclude myself, I think this is bhakti. I know this is bhakti because it gives me a clearer explanation than everything else I see out there. So I think I'm going to worship this, whatever this energy is here, that most of the world thinks is crazy. Well, this has given me an intelligence that I like. I like this intelligence. And my friends seem to like it also. And my enemies hate it. So I think, hey, there's something polarizing about this. And do I really have any enemies? Well, they think I'm their enemy. I think I'm trying to destroy Prabhupada's movement. Well, there's got to be a little bit of destruction there, right? To build. I mean, that's the way the universe works. Hey, man, build back better, right? Aren't we building back better? To destroy your misconceptions, man. Thinking that Varnashram Dharma is the supreme. Yeah, we got to destroy that idea because it's false. This is the higher thing. This is the more pleasing thing to Krishna. This is the purpose where Lord Caitanya came here. So yeah, we gotta knock that one down. Knock that chip off your shoulder, man. It's a chip. Makes you a chipmunk. You can't speak very nice. Quack, 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 quack. These preachers, they preach with like marbles in their mouths. Just a chipmunk here. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you come here, everything gets straightened out. Things you couldn't know. Can you imagine Bhakti Vedanta? Nobody even knows what. Nobody preaches what it means, and here we just casually, oh yeah, Bhakti Vedanta, yeah, Bhakti Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Yeah, see, real understanding comes from Bhakti. Yeah, yeah, from loving ecstasy, worshiping Krishna. It becomes a friggin' no-brainer here, and you've been trying to figure it out for 40 years, you illustrious gurus and sannyasis, and it's all figured out here. The Lord has figured it out. He knows himself, and he reveals it to his intimate devotees who have that bhakti. There's nothing new under the sun. Not to the Lord, but then it's like newer. The Lord like to, it's got this ever freshness, man. That's not. This is the Ras. This is the pastime, man. We're just in the pastimes, man. This is a Lord Chaitanya's pastime, man. He just wants to live again. He wants to arise again. It's because it's fun, man. It's wonderful. He rises through his real associates, man. The real truth arises out of the ashes of austerities. You know, these guys, you ever see them in the Bible that put ash? Oh Lord, I'm repenting. You know, see me, I'm repenting. These are you guys doing the austerities in ISKCON and all your groups, all your austerities, are putting ashes over your body. See? You would look, you see how sincere we are. We do it, we're not shaving on chaturmas, man. I can't one leg. You know, one leg. You know, I'm doing all these things and I have a big stick. Look at my big stick, man. Do you see how sincere I am worshiping you? And the Lord's saying, hey, man, why don't you come to my empowered devotee and just take some shiksha and learn what Krishna Consciousness is all about, really? No, no, no. I just want to prove myself by my austerities. I want to preach the path is hard austerities and renunciation. And the Lord said, come on, just go to the person who knows me better and preaches what I really preach. You're not preaching what I really preach. I didn't say I can be attained by austerity. As a matter of fact, I said I'm not attained by austerity. I'm not attained by renunciation. Why are you preaching the opposite? I'm not attaining even by regulative devotional service. I'm not attained by mantra chanting and all your big flowery mantras, man, and parvajakatara ba. I'm not attained that way. Why don't you just go to where I'm attained through the devotees who know me and preach my real verses? See? Lord Krishna said, and Lord Caitanya said, the Bhagavatam says, I'm not attained by austerity. I'm not attained by renunciation. I'm not attained by pious deeds. I'm not attained by mantra yoga. I'm not attained by regulative devotional service. I'm attained through the devotees who chant the holy name like you see here. What's so hard to understand? With great ecstatic devotion, I'm attained through them, through their sound vibration, and through their understanding they give you if you come here. So what's so hard to understand? Did I not tell you what the Lord said? Aren't these gurus telling you what he didn't say? And you're following that path. No wonder it takes you many lifetimes to get prema, and you get it in one lifetime here, sometimes after a week, because I tell you what Lord Caitanya told. So you want to put your rock in front of you and go around Govardhan, and say, look how sincere I am, Lord. Or you want to come here and take the rocks. We'll throw all the rocks in the Ganga. You don't need them anymore. All you need is the truth and be set free from it. See? Clear truth, clean, clear, no edge. Takes all the edges. It's a sharp sword. Sword sharpener. Huh. Yeah. Now, if you're doing austerities and all that, you'll get there's a taste in that. There's some pleasure in that, even to God also, because, it's nice. Even says Bhagavad Gita, that's very nice. You're doing austerities and all that. Okay? But if you want the essence of the truth, whether you're one of those austere you spend your whole life or lifetimes doing austerities, or you're just an Amy, or a Lalita Ganga, or a river, or a Tom, if you will come here, now your austerities or whatever you did or didn't do fructifies into ecstatic devotion, which is the essence of whatever you're doing. Whatever gets you here. That's why I don't ask me to heal and do all these things. Whatever has gotten you here, I'm good with that. And until you're good with that, then you won't understand. So don't tell me you got this problem. All I'm just thinking, by God, it got you here. Maybe it'll keep you here. I don't know. You want something different? That's up to you. But you're here, I'm talking, and you're getting what is the essence. Good body, bad body, I don't know. Austerities, no austerity, demon, demigod, whatever got you here. Okay? You found home, and you'll find more of that home. So that's kind of where I'm at. And if God wants a healer here, like maybe, who knows, he seems to be empowering, what's her name? Maria, right? She's got this natural, she'll be our healer. Who knows? And she'll do it without a lot of work. Before, it's a lot of work for her. She's saying, this is different. I feel like empowered to do this. See, that's what the Lord wants, those kind of healers, where it's not like effort. If you have a demigod boon, it's like, ooh, I gotta, it's hard, It's got to be spontaneous, like, yeah. It's got to be like it's class, spontaneous, just, yeah. There's, oh, okay. All right, take your microphones off. Let's chant a little bit together here.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Show the world how nice it is to chant like this.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare
Oh, Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Yeah, so people say, is Gaur Hari Das bona fide? Okay, this is, so to me, this is proof that this is bona fide. I mean, who has a result like this? I mean, this result is like 550 years ago when Lord Chaitanya was here, right? He had followers like you guys. You can any new people listening, watching. You can check this in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita. The devotees they laughed, they cried, they got this potency of worship like that. So is this bona fide? Is it? Am I impressing you with here to show if this is bona fide by what kind of austerities I do or how much knowledge I have? Or is it this? See, this is proof that the line is working here into its fruit. See, not just we're starting the line with rules, regulations, and ceremonies. Where the line has been started that way, and it's fructifying into the fruit of what? What Chaitanya Lila says, ecstatic devotion. That's its fruit. There's no other fruit listed in Chaitanya Charitamrita except the fructification of this ecstatic devotion. When it fructified in the devotees, they became gurus. They became teachers, and then it fructified more, and they became spiritual masters. See, that's going on now. This is the perfection of people's bhakti. If you're not here at this point in your Krishna consciousness, and most aren't, of the fructified love of God, it behooves you to come here. Because if you don't, you will not perfect your Krishna consciousness, because this is the perfectional stage, is this kind of chanting. Okay? It's very simple. That's why, people think they know the verse where it says, whether you're a Sudra, it doesn't matter. If you know the true science of Krishna consciousness, you can become a spiritual master. People think the true science is, well, I'm following rules and regulations. I'm teaching the true science of Krishna consciousness. Well, you're just this like intermediary stage. See, knowing the true science of Krishna consciousness perfectly and preaching it perfectly. Okay? The true science is realized by this bhakti, this devotion, this way of worship you're seeing with your own eyes. See, that's why a Sudra, you could be a Sudra, you come here, this ecstasy awakens in your heart. See, you can become a spiritual master very easily. You become a spiritual teacher. Amy's a spiritual teacher already. See, she can teach people better than these gurus simply because she's got this devotion awakening. She has faith in the real path. She has faith in a real devotee. She's considered by my Lord an eternal. And anybody else like that. Okay? This is all according to the book, man. Chaitanya Mangal, Lord Chaitanya said, Krishna is eternal. My devotees are eternal. And the devotees of my devotees are eternal. Okay? Nothing else in this world is eternal. That's why the Lord comes. That's why the devotees come, to show you what is eternal. What are the symptoms of eternality? People got to see that. Otherwise, what are they looking at? Nothing but modes of nature, man. People pumping out the modes, servants of the modes of nature, right? You need to see something extraordinary. That's why you got to see the devotees who come from the spiritual world or are awakened to the spiritual world by such a personality, right? Either way. That's why they got to descend here first, because it's such a high thing. You think the people trying to attain that on their austerities. Or they get one guru like Prabhupada even, or anybody, Bhaktisiddhanta, and they get the Vaidhi principles and they think, well, now I've attained every Krishna. No, it's got to come to this fruition, the fructification of ecstatic devotion. And if that's there are symptoms listed in the book. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Madhavinda Puri, when he attained ecstatic devotion, he laughed, he cried, he choked up, hair stood up on end, he fell down sometimes. And the Lord appeared and said, because of your ecstatic devotion, I'm going to appear in this world and deliver it. That is the appearance, is this ecstatic devotion. That knowledge that also appears simultaneously is what delivers it. People need to hear it. It straightens out everything, right? Straightens the path. Oh, the path of bhakti was really crooked before. People teaching speculations this way and that way, and you can't make any progress very fast, right? And the devotees come and straighten the path out. So you get to the destination so quick. You just go right there. Look, people got to the destination that these gurus said many lifetimes. Look, you're straight in. You're there already. Manifesting the symptoms of being in the kingdom of Vrindavan. Amazing, I would say. Huh? So what's wrong with this standard being used as what is really bona fide? I think this is the clearest standard I've ever heard or seen with my own eyes. One that agrees with the books as it is, showing that the Lord is blessing this Sangha here and its activities. I could see why Prabhupada would say, I could actually see, yeah, this makes sense, Prabhupada, why this has your approval. Yeah, look at what's happening here. Yeah, I could see why you would really want people to become ecstatic and get the fruit of what you were teaching. Yeah, makes sense to me now. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, do more. I could see why you want me to do more of that because look how many, our followers are increasing that are taking this message more seriously. Yeah, I could see that this is what you want. You want the whole world to become Krishna conscious. Yeah, okay, I'll do my part. Then my disciples will work as a team together while we're here. Take these people evolution. Carry on chanting. Or actually, let's see, what time is it anyway? Maybe 1 hour and a half. Why don't we take a little break now? What do you guys say? You want to do more or you want to take a break? We'll take a vote.
Come back. Take a
Come
break
back.
and come back.
Okay, let's take a
Just,
break.
just one more verse. Just one more verse, maybe.
Take a break.
Okay, so what we'll do is one more verse and take a break. So, Lalita, read us a verse. River, read us a verse. River, she's ready. She actually looks like she's ready with something.
Okay.
Just read any verse you want.
Okay.
I should have asked Tom, but I forgot. Anyway, it is what it
Yeah,
is.
you can read if you want, Maharaj.
You got a verse there, Tom? Read it.
No,
Just
I
pick
don't.
one. You're always writing verses all the time. Just pick. Okay,
Yeah.
River, read the verse. The guy's confused.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, Bhagavad Gita. 7.3 Bhagavad Gita. Oh, glory to your lotus feet, Maharaj. Oh, glory to your lotus feet. Out of the many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth.
Yeah, and so this is the deeper one's bhakti is, that's the more truth you know about the Lord. And so that's why the significant preaching like comes from Jesus. He got the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit is basically this bhakti, and it reveals God more. It's just like the devotees in when the early Jesus time, they would go to church once a week, right? But when they got the Holy Spirit, all of a sudden they want to worship the Lord a lot. It becomes very attractive. They realize that, wow, this is the real thing. This is what's reality, is to worship the Lord. This relationship, their soul was stirring and awakening. See? This is its nature. You become a natural devotee. And every day they started worshiping the Lord. You notice the same thing here? is very attractive. The Lord, this is so attractive that's taking us away from all these attractive activities in Maya to spend a few hours a day here. Matter of fact, some are spending a lot more than a few. It's that's the way it is because God is more attractive. He's all attractive. Because everything else you see, wow, this universe becomes more and more, the external universe becomes more and more basically like only useful in Krishna's service. Otherwise it's just dead. Bunch of zombies walking around. You don't consider even the modes that are causing them to act in this world as real. I mean, it's just all this energy, this lifeless energy, causing people to act more or less like robots. It's artificial. It's not really real. See, so the devotees, the ones who know the Lord, did they say in the deepest truth is Vrindavan. See, they know the real Krishna, the Vrindavan residents. That's the deepest revelation and realization. Otherwise, you're more or less somebody who hardly knows Krishna in truth. See, more or less, like the people in say Mathura, they know Krishna, but less than those who really know Krishna of Vrindavan. See, the persons doing Vaidhi know Krishna to an extent, but not the Krishna of Vrindavan. That's why you see Jarasandha fought. See, he knew the Lord. He was worshiping Vishnu. He was following the rules and regulations like ISKCON and all these other devotees strictly. But he had a hard time understanding Krishna of Vrindavan. See, who really is, see, this is where Krishna hardly any know me in truth. Even Jarasandha, even these Vaidhi Bhaktas. See, we're presenting the Krishna of Vrindavan, the ecstatic Krishna, the deeply ecstatic Krishna of Vrindavan. See? The one that people hardly know, even though they're gurus in the ISKCON and the Vaidhi Bhaktas and everything. They don't know the Lord as well as a Vrindavan resident knows. And what am I presenting? I'm just presenting what I know, what the Lord has shown me because of this intimate, ecstatic relationship. See? Now, are you one of those that are hungry and greedy to know the Lord like that? Does this attractive to you to know the Lord like this? Well, if it is, then you can come here and worship with us because you'll become like a resident of Vrindavan. That's how it works. Always work like that. Brihat Bhagavatamrita, the book says, when Gopakumara came, he attained Vrindavan, which is basically you attain the association of Vrindavan residents. That's it, man. That's the secret. He said his feelings became like theirs. Isn't that what the River said today, earlier? This is the secret of this preaching. You come here, your feelings will become like the residents of Vrindavans, which is this ecstatic mood. Okay? Okay? There's no other way to get it, practically. You can't attain. Jarasandha couldn't attain it. He was against this moods of knowing Krishna to this extent. And that's okay. Those who are meant to come will be drawn here. They know. Amy knew. She seemed to know. Oh yeah, this is my path. I'm looking for this. River, that yeah, I'm looking for this. The Namhata thing wasn't attractive enough. She wasn't. The Namhatas are still not coming, right? They don't care about this. They like whatever they're doing, or they're not dissatisfied with it yet. Lalita Ganga, she was going to the church, distributing the cookies, going on Sankirtan, being criticized, and cleaning the toilets. And she got a little tired of this. She said, oh, I think I'm more interested in this. This is what I was looking for. Tom also, Johan also doing his austerities and everything and all that. And he said, I think I'm more interested in this kind of worship. So those who are meant to come will come, right? We've got 20 people watching. Obviously, either they're spies, some of them could be. It's okay. You can spy on this. I spied on ISKCON and Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya Smiti and Radhakund Babaji's. I spied on them. You can spy on here. I got the result of that and saying, I like this better. And you might come to the same conclusion. Yeah, the main thing is attention. Give us your attention. I don't care how we get it. Spy on us. Look carefully over this. What is Gohari saying? What is he teaching there? What bogus thing is he teaching? Let me look closely at this. It's like, those devotees, the robbers. Nityananda thought one day, he says, well, let's go and let's catch some robbers. Let's fish for some robbers. Let's see, how can I do that? Oh, well, robbers, what do they like? Oh yeah, they like gold and silvers and all that. Let me wear it. Especially in India, they say don't wear jewelry. They'll cut your fingers off and all that for it. Because people are poor. A lot of robbers and dacoits. Don't display your opulences of money and stuff. Keep it all hid. Keep it up, secret. So he thought, okay, he took a golden cane, and put silver and gold rings on, nice silk dhoti and everything, and he starts prancing around town. And all these robbers started to look. They weren't looking at his bhakti, right? People don't know that. Anything is good for that. They're looking at their robbers, man. They go right to the pockets, what's in those pockets. And he had his pockets like out, all gold everywhere, And then, well, let's go and observe his activities. And so they went in hiding, and for days they're watching him going in and out of his house and following him where he's going, so they can see they're meditating on Nityananda, even though that was not pure because they wanted his money. Okay? Wanted to find out what he was doing, secret. That's why I don't care about these privacy things. No, great. Yeah. Hey, Bill Gates, look over here. Yeah, look what's going on here, man. Yeah, look what Gohari is doing, man. Yeah, look at his activities. See if he's one of those you want to control. Yeah, get everybody to look. Start some mischief. Get people to look over here. Lord Caitanya would do that stuff. Would do the same thing. Follow his footsteps. He would throw sand in the Brahmins. See, the Brahmins, they wouldn't look at him, So he throw sand on them and pollute them, so-called pollute them. Spit on them. Get them on. They come on. Look, this Vishwambhara, they see him. They look at him. They're getting purified. They go complain to his father. You're a Vishwambhara. He going to threw sand on me and spoil my worship. See, they go to a devotee. They associate with a devotee. Doesn't matter, complain or praise them. Doesn't matter. You're going to the fire, man. You're going to get purified. That's why I got the same order as Nityananda. If you don't act a little more wild in the world, how are we going to accomplish our mission? You're just noise, white noise. People don't even see. You got to go and do stuff, man. Act a little crazy, so-called crazy. You know what crazy is to the Vaidhi Bhaktas? Show the ecstatic devotion. That's totally crazy. They'll get them to watch. What are they doing? Well, let's check this out, man. Yeah, come look at these crazy devotees, man. See, the Lord did the same thing. They started to look at this crazy devotee laughing and crying down the street. And they got purified. That's why it says the ecstatic devotees, Krishna says, ecstatic devotees purify just by being seen. Hey, see an ecstatic devotee. Yeah, then these verses, you'll see why, Lord Caitanya saw an ecstatic devotee. And he said, oh my God, the Lord has let me see an ecstatic devotee who knows God. Now Krishna will never leave me. And the devotees, when they saw Lord Caitanya's ecstasy and crying, laughing, blowing his nose, all that stuff you see here. They said, oh my God, Lord Krishna is so merciful to us. He has let us see ecstatic devotion that all these gurus say you're supposed to hide, right? Well, my Lord is magnanimous and munificent. He wants the whole world to see it. It's time for it to be shown and not hidden. Don't do this Vrindavan preaching. Do Mayapur preaching. Show Radha Krishna worship. Hey, that's what we're here to do. Show Radha Krishna worship. Hey, that's my preaching here. That's why I said, hey, you guys chant. Show the world chant. Then I come and give a purport on that. You see, this is what bona fide is. Yeah, like we show you guys what bona fide is. Well, we're just not talkers. What do you think? We're just pure. Yes, we're purebhakti.com without the pure bhakti. Let us show you some pure bhakti for God's sake and your sake too. Right? What is this? Just talking about Raganuga, Rupanuga, Raganuga, Rupanuga. With no raga, no rasa. Hey man, let me see some Raganuga, man. Oh, you can't show us? Well, we're going to show you what Raganuga, Rupanuga, what's all about, man. It's Raga Nugget. Raga Nugget here. You guys have your Raga Nuga and Raga Rupa Nuga in name only, and we'll have Raga Nuggets every day. Gold nuggets dropping down from Krishna Loka. We'll milk the real transcendental cow here, man. You can see the milk coming down. That milk is this ecstatic worship. And you can go fight over your Rupa Nuga and Raga Nuga. But if you want Raga Nuggets, come here. We'll give you some gold nuggets every day. And if you don't come here, what kind of devotee are you? You're not very greedy. You're not a real Vrindavan brother. Even if you were an ecstatic devotee and you're a realized soul, you would love to come here. You would be running here because where are you going to see this kind of worship? Who's showing you this kind of worship? Come on, man. Who is chanting the holy name with great ecstatic devotion, not caring about outsiders bothering them? We're chanting the holy name with great ecstatic devotees to make outsiders insiders. How about that? That's called munificence, magnanimity, mercy. Well, that's one verse for you. And on that, we'll take a break. Thank you very much, everybody. Oh, wait a second. You want to give us a word? Give us a word, River.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Absolutely amazing. It is actually like really like being with God. I've got so much to say, I can't get it out. Everything happens here. We have all of these difficulties with this material world, and however we are attached to it, however little or small, we still have these little snippets of attachment. Coming here and laying all our cards on the table, just laying them down for everyone to see, however intense. And I don't advise it like I do, really. I speak to Lolita a lot about what happens, but just to come here, allow you to do your job, allow you to show who you are, show who the family is, show what this organization is or group or whatever gang or whatever you want to name it. There's a name for every single person. They can call it so many things. It's actually how you're speaking here now, what is coming through now is for all individuals now. It's coming through, the message is coming through for all individuals, no matter where they are here. The powerhouse that you are, this powerhouse that you bring in the Lord through in whole entirety. I can't get my words out, Maharaj. It's just so much. So overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed with this. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to know what excitement is, what is family, what is home. People have home, homeless or not. They're not at home. This is the real home in spirit and truth. Starving or food. They're starving because they don't have a relationship with their father. They're leaving home and going and leaving. They're all leaving the Lord, the shelter of the Lord. Everybody's been doing that. Now it's, just come back. You're the herder. Herding is all back home. Come back home. You don't need the stick. You have the power of the Lord. Just come back. Come on, just come in. It's all right. The story of, I don't know what that story is in the Bible where the son comes back after he's been going off doing his stuff, and the other son is actually a bit upset, like, hey, what about me? I've been
Yeah.
here. It doesn't matter, or just everyone come home. It's just where shelter is, where real true life is, where everything is. The real show is here. I used to watch, I said it this morning, I used to watch film after film when I was not able to walk. This is the real film, real show after show after show, because there's no paraphernalia, there's no starting or there's no that. It's just raw, real self, show after show. Oh my God, boy, everything. I'm so overwhelmed, as you can see. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lolita, Tom, all the devotees in this family. It's just growing. My gosh, Maharaj, fortunate to have friends and family like you say. I'm so, oh gosh, yeah, absolutely. I'm not going anywhere. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. Thank you so much for giving me the greatest gift and the greatest wealth, absolutely free. Just to come here and turn on this. People are going to turn on the internet anyway. Just come and turn on and receive the greatest wealth. There's nothing greater than this. The Lord is here all the time, and you can feel it. You feel his feet stepping on your heart. And we all have our own way of understanding. It's all different. Here, you'll understand it in your own way.
Yeah.
You can be your own self. We're all struggling to be our own self. And here we're just suppressed not to be our own self. And
Yeah.
this is the greatest place to be able to do that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
the devotee, you got to meet a devotee Bhagavat. That the Lord is really using them so that you get what the verses say. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all, everybody. That's why anybody can come here. Uh, and the Lord knows He'll attract, because this is a generational thing. Not everybody gets it right away, and people get it in their own way at their own time. But whoever's meant to kind of get in there, and because we're here and we're active, preaching, we're working together. Whoever does come can make very fast spiritual advancement. I mean, because you're close to the fire. That's why it's intense and why things burn up here. You burn up all your karma. It's thrown in the fire here, and then you become an ecstatic devotee, and then you're free. So that potential is here for those who hear this message. So Jesus taught the same thing. He said, "Those who are attracted by the Father here to His message, they came." So 11 basically came seriously, and they got all 11 got ecstatic devotion. Hence, others probably too. But whoever came and heard from Him and associated closely with Him, they got the mercy that He got, that ecstatic devotion, which is the pearl of great price. See, we got our pearl too. This is the pearl of great price. This is, better than anything. And people who come here will see that also. Yeah. Okay, Lalita.
Was it change, Yamuna? The proof that it's working over and over again. While we were in class, I got a message here, a messenger of my old neighbor girl that is, well, woman like my age, that has a very bad health, and that was following my videos when I still lived there in Brussels. And now
Mhm.
she's following here, so she must be one of the spies. She's a little shy to show her name, etc. She's following our classes again. She's really feels the vibrations in your voice.
Oh,
That's really great to hear. Yeah. So she listened before, and then I left for Turkey, and then we had no more contact, although she still had the chance. But now she's following your classes again.
oh,
That's great.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. See how powerful, and you plant the seed, and then
Mhm.
for a while, and now she's following again. We were writing during class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Richard also. He got the seed and felt really, and then he had to go for whatever reason for a while, and then he come back. And you'll see a lot of people. Well, it takes a while because this is deep stuff, man.
Yeah, and not having any knowledge because she's not a devotee, she's even not a Christian. Nothing,
Really?
nothing, nothing. No, nothing.
Vibration. You see the
The
vibration.
vibrations. She said, "Oh, his voice, his voice." That was in the past the same. She said, "His voice," or Lalita, her, your voice, your voice. And now she's very hearing, hearing, hearing. So
Wow.
yeah, I
Does
said
she
I
understand
invited
English? Does she
her.
understand English?
Yeah, she
Oh,
understands.
good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a vibration, man. You can, yeah. Even if you didn't understand the language, it's a vibration too. Yeah. What else?
Yeah, like Eva, same. She's also really addicted on listening to your classes. She's there every day, listening
Really?
to your. Every day she's here, always, always, always listening to
And
my
she doesn't.
videos.
And she doesn't show herself. We don't. She doesn't.
Eva Frubella,
Oh,
she
Ava. Okay, Ava's always here. Yeah, yeah,
always, always following my classes, Yamuna's, Tom's, Govinda's.
yeah.
Poof, immediately for 2 months.
Wow. See, that's what this is how it works. Is the hearing, and from the hearing becomes the fruit of that hearing is phenomenal. It's the fruit of ecstatic devotion. Yeah.
And Patrick, her husband as well, but we only see his name in YouTube. You can see his name then. He's
Ah.
always writing Gora Haridas in pieces, right there.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's following your classes. We were
Oh.
there
Good.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's following it. Um, Eva can't write in English, but she understands, but she can't write.
She can write. She can write in her language. It's okay because people can translate it.
Yeah,
There's a
we
so
can.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Even on Facebook, they have a translating thing. You just
Yeah,
push the
you can translate the sentences.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
So she can continue to write. Yeah, no problem.
I tell her.
Yeah. Tom, give us a word.
Hare Krishna. Um, Thank you so much for waking me up for this inspiration. It's really enlivening and well. Uh, oh yes, I also feel this too much now. I wrote things down, and sometimes I now have these like it's like a theater. Yes, I write things down, and then at the end I start to sing about them. And well, you were talking about yes, taking over the universe, and I feel well. There is who is taking over my universe. Hare Krishna. Whoa.
God, sounds like it's pretty powerful here, huh? Where do you get such testimony? God must be working here. You think Go Haridas on his own can? I can't do this. Not on my own. I have to have help, man. This is like a God experience. Something profound. To have such impact. You know, even Amy, she says, "You explain every single thing with such detailed clarity. You seriously never miss a beat. I can hardly handle it. It's just so spot on and perfect. Where do you hear
That's
it?"
because of the bhakti, and that's how you recognize ecstatic devotees immediately. It's not only those symptoms of laughing and crying, you've got to hear what they say.
Hear what they say. That's why
Yeah,
even there's some good ones. Some like we're making contact now. Krishna's adding to the Leela now. Some are coming that are I think are pretty ecstatic, but also they're not as conclusive as they could be. You notice? and I just add a little and the guys appreciate. One guy really, he said, "Oh, well, this is very good. Yeah, very good. This is what I've been looking. It's like, wow, this guy must be pretty far along, because he likes these preaching. He likes this, you know. He's not. He shows. See, this is a test. It's always a test. Who's not envious in this world? Who really is after the truth? See. So if a religious person is, and then that'll be shown. If a person like Amy comes from out of the world, then that's fine too. Whoever will see, this is for everybody. So sometimes the lower classes come first because they're more open, and the religious ones, they get a little puffed up because of their knowledge, their speculations and stuff. Yeah, go ahead. What?
Yeah, you can feel it very, very easily on what Amy writes when you compare it on what some others write. You
Yeah, yeah,
feel the ecstasy in her writings.
yeah. It's sincere. See, it's real. It's real. You can feel it because it's real. It's not duplicitous or hypocritical. It's just really raw and real. Yeah, yeah. So everybody, you get purified here. You become straightened out, um, frank, honest. Yeah, the Lord. That's why we get purified. This is why it's sometimes intense. He gets the dishonesty out of us, the illusion, the hypocrisies, the inconclusiveness. So it's a process. That's why you got to trust the process. This we're doing that process. It's not in every lifetime you get such an opportunity. Don't think this happens anytime. Just like now, I bet this is the only place on the planet where you can get anything like this of this magnitude. You notice magnitude, magnificent, magnanimity, magnanimous. All these words are related. They're powerful. They're big. Magnitude, magnanimous is the best. You know? Yeah. Yeah, Krishna, everything in this world is under his order and direction and is related to him. I mean, it blows my mind to start to see this. It's like this is the best. It's got to be the best place on the planet. Nobody has proved any better. In all that I've seen, and if they do, great. Just like this one nice devotee is coming. He's saying where he's acknowledging what we're doing. Sounds like he's a Vrindavan devotee or something, and that's nice. It's really nice. It's good to make friends, and yeah, make friends. It's like make friends, and you can even make enemies become friends.
Can I say something with that?
Of course.
Yeah, this like you said, those people, they were after the gold, and when they once were attracted, there's a change of character. There's a certain point where their character is changed, their taste is changed, their priorities get changed, and that's the moment of awakening.
Mm.
And like this is so well. That's how I feel it works.
Yeah, you become part of the family. See, we're working for the Lord. It's like there's the head. The head is God. He's there. He's got the greatest plan. He's got the greatest happiness. He's got the greatest perfection. He has the greatest knowledge, and we're part of that, like rays into that connection. And so it's all about getting more aligned and attuned to the greatest purpose. And that's what I found. I can't find any great. I can't just do stuff on my own, like to create something here in this world when this is a great mission of God here. To me, the greatest thing is what He came and brought to the world is meditate on the Lord, think about God, share that with people, hear the truth, share the truth with others, wake them up because everything is illusion. What good is to have this plan or this goal or that goal if it's all illusion? This dismantles the whole thing, and we get into becoming a family again. This is where it's one family ultimately. We're all related to that Lord. And we have only different ideas and different missions and different goals simply because we've lost that connection. Otherwise, we'd all be on, yeah, let's liberate people out of illusion. There's nothing, any other reason to be in this universe. It's not to enjoy this and enjoy that. Is not to have a big flower airplane in heaven and to be worshiped and to be important and all of that. It's all illusion. Every bit. It's not important, to be Trump and to have worship and followers, or to be guru and have a bunch of followers and everything when you don't know the essence yet yourself. The Lord gave me this spontaneously, this position, because I'm on His team, really. Okay? I knew what is the goal of life. I knew it. He showed me these things. And then he needs somebody to really propagate it clearly. See, you notice, I think the one thing people can see here, they're getting a clear picture of what life is really about. Isn't it? You're getting, and I also, everything is getting increasingly clear. It's like we're in the dark room, right? The dark room is the material world, and we're developing the image. Okay? Sadhu Sangha is like going in the dark room and getting, working with the chemicals. See, Sadhu Sangha, Harikata, and we're working with the chemicals, and the picture of what's going on in God's mind and His desires and His truths and what is really valuable becomes more and more clear. And all of a sudden, you got a nice picture you show the world. That's the light. See, the true picture of the world. What is it about? Why are we suffering? What are the three modes of nature? What are these truths? Why are we here? What's the purpose? What is the end goal universally for everybody? See, we showed that picture. See, we developed the picture in this dark room of the material world by Sadhu Sangha, man, working with the chemical. And here's the picture. Here's the light, man. Look at it. It's very nice. It's the best picture. You can't get a better picture than this. This is the Lord's plan. Liberate everybody. What else is there to be here? Be used as an instrument of God's transcendental purpose. Get everybody to chant the holy name with great ecstatic bhakti. That's the message of Kali Yuga. Come associate with ecstatic devotees who've attained the goal of life. Why spend your life in Vaidhi Bhakti doing all these rules, regulations, when the whole point of doing that is to meet the devotees who are ecstatically chanting the holy name and walk into this wonderful kingdom of Vrindavan. Dham. And when you go in that door and you're in Vrindavan, then you bring those who are looking for Vrindavan and don't have such a clear picture as you. Right? That's it. The Lord needs people to work here. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few that have the clear picture of where we are all going universally. See? Highest truth that's good for everybody, for the welfare of everybody. That's why, hey man, when Lord Caitanya was here, and also now again, this is the revival, big sannyasis went to the Sudras, and big sannyasis will come here, and people that are, because they're going to see, because this is a revival, man. What happened then is going to happen now again. It is happening now again, right? You guys got ecstatic love. It was being preached there, ecstatic love, and at first the same thing. People, what are you doing, man? Why are you crying? You're not supposed to show these things. Same thing. Same thing goes on here. But this procession is going on and deeper, and people are becoming ecstatic, right? They're starting to, wow, yeah, I think boy, why didn't I get that before with this guru or that guru? Why are they just teaching me a bunch of ceremonies and this guy is cutting to the chase, going right to the essence? Oh, yeah, I think this should make sense to advanced devotees or people in the laymen in the world, Yeah. Wow. The highest goal is just to be the happiest you can be. And Lord Caitanya showed that greatest happiness. And look at Lalita Ganga is witnessing, and Rivers witnessing for the greatest happiness. And whoever else is here doing that. Amy, get up there sometime. Do Facebook Live. Shine that light there, man. More. Come on, man. Represent this beautiful thing that this jewel that you've attained. I want to see it. She came on yesterday. She looked so beaming, man, just radiating, man. See, that's a person in love. A person that has real love, they beam. You ever see people in love? They beam, they're bright. But this kind of love is very pure and clean, no edge to it. You fall in love with a devotee and you become detached from the world. See, and attached to Krishna. That's the whole purpose, man. See, all this kind of clarity you can get. The essence of the essence. We're not holding back now. I'm not, saying, ooh, no, don't show. No, we're not no shows. We're here to show everything, Shout it from the rooftops. Jesus taught a lot of things in secret, and then he told them, when I go, shout it from the rooftops. Same thing with Lord Caitanya. He told people, hey, don't tell everybody this thing. When he left, he's till after I'm gone. And then after he's gone, shout it I'm just shouting from the rooftops. I got carte blanche, man. I got a blank check. I could put everybody's name in it. Whoever wants to come will put your name in this valuable check. Yeah. I don't think anybody's got an order like this, has full approval of Prabhupada to preach ecstatic devotion. That's just like Nityananda. Lord Caitanya gave Nityananda and Advaita that order. Same order. Has my full approval. You go out and you don't hold back. Don't, just go out and preach ecstatic devotion. Take it to the limits. Give it to the lowest persons. Isn't anybody can get this here? If you come here and you develop attraction, like, wow, I really like here. I really like what this guy is saying, this crazy guy. It's just, I don't know. I just feel really good, man. Boy, everything. I'm starting to feel happy now for the first time in my life. It's a great witness, huh? Anybody can get. Look at Amy. Where's she come? She's a food service waitress. That's a great witness, isn't it? People think only if you're a big sannyasi can you get Krishna conscious. Well, we're going to overturn that unruling. See, it's not a true ruling. You got to be a big sannyasi. You got to follow rules and regulate. What could it? No, you got to just listen. You just got to show up on the doorstep of your real father. Man, the real father is the bona fide spiritual master, Diksha or Shiksha Guru. They're all on the same level. That's the preaching here. Not this, everybody's a Shiksha Guru. You're not so advanced. Everything is a Shiksha Guru to me, man. But not most people. You got to come. You got to go through the process. You need a bona fide, Diksha and Shiksha Guru. And if your Diksha Guru is not bona fide, which most really aren't, then Prabhupada even said Shiksha is more important. You can sidestep the Diksha thing. You come here, you listen to this vibration, you're getting real Diksha here for the first time. Not just a friggin' thread and a banana in a fire. You feel some impact of this preaching, man. Makes impact like a meteor hitting the earth. A meteor hits the earth, even one this size, the earth shakes. That's why people say, well, he's just talking about. Yeah, well, there's a meteor coming to this planet, man. You're going to meet her. See, where it's all about meeting her, meteor. See, meteor was all about meeting Radha, right? Devotion. See, I can't get away. Every friggin' word is something related to Krishna. I just try to get away from this guy, and everywhere he's appearing, even in the word meteor. Meet her, meet Radha, oh God, my goodness, man. So that's where the impact, see, meteor, heavy impact on the planet, right? No, well, meeting Radha has a big impact on this planet, man. Especially when her girlfriends are exposing her. All right. Hare Krishna, everybody. I'll see you later.